exceed, what was the total?
93,000.
I rounded it.
Not to exceed what is stated.
Yeah, there we go. Carry, not to exceed, $81,264.51. There, and that all the sidewalk repair and replacement be taken out of the 2025 right-of-way line item, and the library, the new sidewalk in the library be taken out of the capital line item in the budget for library, or for the library sidewalk, something like that. You can,
If you want to shorten, just tell us that it's not to exceed 81,000 and everything else is budgeted for, so you don't need to tell me that. So, the second half, you don't need.
yeah,
Seconded by everyone.
I don't disagree, but
Unanimous.
we're gonna, the next motion that's gonna be made is to spend the rest of that money out of the right of way, so.
Yeah, so you should really put it in.
I think we need to clarify that
The library is.
library,
Yeah.
the new library comes out of that line item, everything else comes out of the right of way line item. Correct.
Cool.
There, that's my restated motion, so.
All right, we have our motion, it's been seconded. Any discussion? No. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None, motion passes.
Cool. The Vine Street Task Force. So we agreed as the village to apply for the CDA grant. We got the CDA grant and we have to complete it by next year. And in order to do that, I need to have engineering to be able to do that work. So, and the why we're gonna take it out of the right of way fund is actually, it's well-used money as we are working on the right of way, working on sidewalks, stormwater mitigation. Like, it actually does make a lot of sense for this to be done. Normally, I would have budgeted for its own, but when we did the budget process, I didn't know this was existing. So,
That
yes.
just happened to be extra money in the right of it, but.
Well, so, and that's exactly why I made the motion here, because this is the third or fourth iteration of what we're doing with today right of way budget already this year, so, and we're only in June, so.
And this is how many times now we've done something that requires budget resolution without writing budget resolution?
Yeah,
So my question is, so,
we don't need a budget.
so construction of this
Right.
task order is for, lump sum fee concept development through building. And the other part of it is the, construction stuff and the time and expenses.
Yeah.
So any construction on this project will come out of the grant that we get and will be a separate buy. I don't want to take this out of next year's $100,000
No.
line item in the right of way.
And they might not do that, but yes,
Okay. Then I'll make a motion that we approve the MSA task order for Village of Belleville, Vine Street, Parks Library concepts not to exceed $50,000 to round it up.
Second.
Motion by Gary, seconded by Maxine, award the contract not to exceed $50,000. I see contract.
Isn't that North Vine? Not South,
what?
isn't it on North Vine? It's
No.
South.
What did I say?
It says South Vine
It
on
says
on
South
the
Vine. on-
agenda line.
No, but the actual,
But the-
that's what it says, Vine Street, so, Park Street.
Okay,
All right, all those in favor?
aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. What?
Not yet.
It was appropriated for right of way maintenance, not engineering for reconstruction of right of way.
So are you saying we just spent the money the wrong way?
No,
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that I have work to do to.
I just-
something for you guys.
he and I will talk about it.
Don't mess with Vine Street.
All right, moving on.
Yes.
Public Works Properties Utilities Committee report.
Well, it was these things, talked about, I don't know, it was, I mean, these two things are the big items, that we spent a lot of time reviewing this. And, we also talked about, yeah, that was it. Well, I got, let me just review my agenda here real quick here. Got it.
We talked about the ordinances.
Oh, yeah, ordinances. Yeah, we talked about that. People are supposed to, and by the way, Doug Doug Croft has already submitted several suggested revisions, so, he's done his homework. And the other item,
I haven't even had a chance to read them, but I've got them all printed out.
oh, we also talked about the old library, what we wanna do with that.
Burn it down.
Can we do that with the mural?
Oh,
Say that
I
word,
think
don't even
we're-
say that.
I think that would
Why is there
be
so much hate against the mural all of a sudden?
great
Oh, it is.
opportunity.
So the discussion on the whole library is, it's been brought up at a meeting about us moving all our meetings over there, cause they're ADA compliant and all that kind of stuff.
In
So-
elections.
Yeah, in elections, so staff is supposed to come back to the next meeting with some cost estimates, some maybe conceptual, what we're gonna do, a little, something more in writing rather than just conversation, and then the Public Works, Properties and Utilities Committee will make a recommendation to the board. Great, that's it.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah, well, that's all part of the discussion we're gonna.
All right, news and announcements.
Vicky is looking for help with cops and bobbers on June 7th, this Saturday.
I'll be in the cross, but I can't.
I'm gone.
Yeah, I already responded to her, I'm out of town.
I might.
And you're not out of town together.
All right, so upcoming events, cops and bobbers, of course, and I think that's it for the next week
Yeah.
or two, right? Future agenda items, we're gonna at some point revisit this whole EMS thing. Anyone else got anything?
So we can put on your calendars, July 21st is gonna be another long meeting.
Hopefully not.
All right, I'd entertain a motion.
I make motion to adjourn.
Second,
Yeah, Maxine, you're on top of those seconds tonight.
I have them before.
All right.
I've never heard.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we are adjourned at 9:09.